Here we go. First ball.
Misses everything.
That was a slower delivery. Played too early and straight through to the keeper. Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Yep. That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
That shot allows them to get off the mark. Through the shot early, ball passes bat, a brilliant slower ball.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Misses. That's a big chance going begging. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. That's a big one. A maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line. Threw the hands at it. Got nothing on the ball.
Timed through the vacant point position, racing to the boundary.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot.
The loose full one goes unpunished. A big swing and a miss. Completely deceived by the lack of pace on that delivery.
Yep. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move. That was a mighty swing, but the shot was so late. Very nearly took an edge to the keeper. No control on that whatsoever. They were wise to the run there. Excellent call. It was off the pad, and they got through quickly.
Yep. He was quick onto that in the infield. Shot, should be runs here.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Cracks off the bat, nice shot.
So at the midpoint of the power play, they're going at an excellent rate, just ahead of the required rate so far.
Poor shot, really lucky.
Played all around that. It was a nice slower ball and not too far from the stumps.
Couldn't get it through the field. Kolkata with a massive shout. The atmosphere is electric. You can really feel the buzz around the spectator areas. It's a full toss and worked off the pads nicely. Could well be four.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Yep.
I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field. A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though. Well, I think the bowlers would be a bit disappointed with how they've come out at the start, but they can definitely rein it in a bit still.
Change of bowling. The right armour is coming into the attack.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot.
Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads, though, not the bats.
Well, now that could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump. That'll force a mistake. Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Everyone's gone up. Onto that early, that could be 4. Well, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Wow, that's missed the lot.
That was a mighty swing, but the shot was so late. Very nearly took an edge to the keeper. No control on that whatsoever.
Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide of square leg. Could be 4.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
End of the over. Delhi are none for 48.
The bowlers have been steady. Just some bad balls amongst the good deliveries, which sees their opposition ahead of the required run rate at the moment.
Oh, that's a leading edge, but it'll land safely. Fortune there for the batter. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Henry with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Nicely played. Runs one.
The loose full one goes unpunished.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away. Oh, what a great piece of fielding. 4 runs saved for sure.
I'm surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Over. Delhi are none for 53.
Power play done. Batters did a good job there, maintained a run rate of at least 8 and are ahead so far. The field will go back now.
Oh, that's been heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a brute of a maximum.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
No. Terrible shot.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line. Threw the hands at it. Got nothing on the ball.
Power and precision in that shot. That's a boundary save for sure. Went for the drive, complete miss.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Nine runs added in that over. Delhi are none for 62.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Leading edge, but safe. Batter turned their hands a little too early on that, it seems. It's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Great shot. Through the gap.
Oh, one error followed by another. A horrible call and a horrible throw to the wrong end.
Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right.
Beautiful slower ball. No contact at all. That was just too good.
Going a long way. What a shot.
How clean did they hit that? Plays that immaculately with a straight bat. Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Henry over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
They've done well. Sometimes after the power play, the run rate can drop a bit. But the batters have kept up the intent they had early on, and this run chase looks secure.
Yeah, well played. Could be a quick single.
I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field.
Oh my, that's racing away. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Strays onto the leg and glanced it nicely. Might just get to the boundary rope.
Good return back from the deep. New batter at the crease, right-hander, very capable with the bat. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Misses everything.
A big swing and a miss. Completely deceived by the lack of pace on that delivery.
Great shot. Rode the ball up with him and cuts through point.
That shot allows them to get off the mark.
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. That's gone. Nice simple catch.
De Villiers in the middle. They want to get the feet moving from the get-go. He's got their tail up.
Timed that perfectly.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going. How will the bowler respond?
Clipped away neatly off the pads. Should get 4.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Henry is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be go back to your stock delivery and then build from there. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. safely taken by the keeper.
Dhoni coming in, but will be starting from the non-striker's end.
Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
The bowler stopped short there. Maybe didn't like the feel of their approach.
Might look to go big again here.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away. That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise.
I'm surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
It's a full toss and worked off the pads nicely. Could well be 4. Everyone's gone up.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
Cracks off the bat. Nice shot.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps. Really, really good running from these two batters. Played it safe though and stuck with 3.
Onto that early. That could be 4.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early and it was dispatched with a plum.
Mazhar Rabbani shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over by the way the batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rate.
Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot.
The loose full one goes unpunished. That was a mighty swing, but the shot was so late. Very nearly took an edge to the keeper. No control on that whatsoever. A little late on that. No runs scored.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. Can he come back with a dot ball? A big swing and a miss. Completely deceived by the lack of pace on that delivery. They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Roy has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie one end down. Runs have been flowing a little too easily. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully.
Well, there wasn't a lot of time to choose the right end, but Unfortunately, they went for the wrong one.
Goes over the top with that shot.
Misjudged that throw, and the batters survived what would have been a certain run-out.
Perfectly timed. Kohli showed some great skill there, saved a potential boundary. Well-directed throwback. The whole team's going up here. What's the umpire going to say?
I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Good return there, back from the deep. I'm surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run. Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
The captain is going with the medium pacer. Change of bowling, the spinner coming on to bowl.
There'll be runs here. Perfect square drive. Foot to the pitch of the ball. It's a long chase. The fielder won't stop that one.
That was just a super shot. The delivery was fine, great line and length, but just put away.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Oh, superb timing.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. That's got a flight number attached to it. That ball has gone a long, long way.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Kolkata need to put that one behind them and find a way to slow down the run rate.
They've batted really well this middle block of overs. They've had a perfect mix of precision and aggression, and their reward is to be well ahead of the required run rate.
Roy coming back into the attack. They'll be wanting to improve their figures a bit. A quick wicket would work nicely. Too good. That is huge.
Well, the shorter ball doesn't work here. Rode the bounce well and eased it over the top for 6 runs.
Oh, my word. That is huge. Middle. That's a monster of a shot.
Follows up the first 6 with an even better strike. Impressive hitting display at the moment.
That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you enjoyed the match and join us again real soon.